Hey everyone, I'm Artosis, and here I have another replay that I got from IdrA for all of you to watch. We have IdrA here from the Team EG. This is him as Zerg. And man of one way, yes, indeed, that is BoxeR. And, you know, everyone saw that game I casted before, IdrA vs. BoxeR, the first game they played on Xel'Naga Caverns. But now it's Metalopolis. They hit each other in the ladder again. And as you see, BoxeR knows exactly who he is. Hi, Grak. Hi. Koreans oftentimes spell his name wrong. IdrA corrects him a little bit. And, oh. That's actually the keys for O, but comes up with Korean letters. Oh, there he goes. Fixes it. BoxeR is sorry to IdrA. Well, anyways, pretty exciting seeing another BoxeR game. Of course, both these players have qualified for the next GSL Season 2. And that's going to be pretty exciting. We see IdrA now. He's scouting over here. And let's see. Check out when he sees. Takes a little turn. Notice that BoxeR has not seen the Overlord yet. I'm looking at just his vision. Oh! BoxeR sees the Overlord for just a second there. But does he notice? Because they were typing during that time. And yes, BoxeR notices, no problem. Goes right down to scout. So it's a good move to kind of skirt along and not let them see your Overlord. But there he just, the scouting STV saw it. Anyways, so we have BoxeR scouting down to here. IdrA with a very safe build. Now this is pre this new patch that just came out today as I record this. And this is actually the patch right before that. So IdrA opening up with spawning pool and quick gas so that he can actually go ahead and get speed and stop any early harassment BoxeR would do, especially with Reapers. So the SCV over here, checking stuff out. IdrA with very good scouting though. He keeps this, you know, floating kind of near the base. He's going to see anything that tries to get proxy up here, anything like that. In the meantime, BoxeR going a reactor. Now, I would not be surprised at all if we see him go ahead and add a factory here. Hellions, very good on this map, especially against what IdrA's doing. But look at this, throwing down a bunker. And what I think BoxeR wants to do right here is get IdrA to send some drones down, to panic, send drones down, lose economy, and then BoxeR just cancels. Instead, this is just going to block the hatchery for a little bit, and that's going to be annoying in and of itself to IdrA. But, you know, he's had good scouting. He knows that no marine attacks are going to hurt him. He's got this very quick pool. He's got his speed upgrading, and now he's going to take care of that bunker. Now, that's actually a really good move by BoxeR if he does choose to go ahead and make the factory, but that's kind of a late factory start. He waits until the reactor's actually done. So this is kind of like a high economy start. Didn't skip any SCVs or anything like that, and going with the factory. But anyways, quick reactor Hellions is extremely good against a Zerg that actually goes Zergling speed first, because you're not going to have the creep up by the time they get there, therefore you can't have spine crawlers down here to defend. Your queens are going to be very slow without the extra creep, and Zerglings without creep as well are going to be a lot harder to use against the Hellions. So it's a really good move by BoxeR to use against this build that IdrA is doing. Now IdrA goes ahead, scouts exactly what's going on, sees the reactor, sees the factory. No problem, he's going to know what's happening. And BoxeR just going for the economical, adding the command center right now. Now BoxeR with his 2 making, 2 Hellions. Nice marine placement there. In the meantime, IdrA already laying some creep tumors down, getting his 3rd queen before he starts the lair. Brings 2 down to the expansion already. These are going to help to block off those Hellions as long as possible. He's definitely going to want to lay a creep tumor immediately upon this hatchery opening up. He needs his creep to be spread more and more. And notice, he even does it before injecting the hatchery. Just throws down that creep tumor right there. There it is. Wow. Ultra graphics are actually so good. And by the way, any little hiccups that you see in this VOD I'm making, I just got my new computer. I'm still figuring it all out. Thanks a lot to Husky StarCraft. He's helping me figure out some of the settings and stuff like that. But, you know, it might be a little bit bumpy at first, but eventually I promise I will have some really high quality videos coming out. Any constructive criticism and feedback is greatly appreciated right now. Now here come 4 Hellions, waits for the 4, doesn't want anything to be damaged before it gets there. And look at that, taking out creep tumors. BoxeR actually ends up getting 2 of the 3 creep tumors. I'm surprised he didn't actually use the splash there on the queen. Maneuver around, hit him with splash, and hit the creep tumor and kill it. But anyways, he's gotten rid of some creep tumors. That shows you how important these creep tumors actually are in dealing with the Terran army. And IdrA, of course, throwing another one straight down. And bam, saps this other one right away. The Zergling's trying to start, and he gets 2 of the Hellions. Nice move there by IdrA. But in the meantime, BoxeR looking good. He's got his expansion going up. Engineering bay, armory, bunker. Yep, pretty standard. Probably get a siege tank pretty quickly here, but in fact it looks like he may go Thor instead. He may in fact want to go for some sort of Thor Hellion type of thing. He is in fact getting the blue flames for the Hellions, and that can combo quite well with the Thor. That kills a lot of Zerg combinations of units. So we see IdrA just going about his business, getting all his tech structures up, getting the Hydralisk Den, and that's a pretty quick Hydralisk Den. You know, some people nowadays were using strategies without the Hydras as much, but it's very safe to have Hydras. Right now in the game, with a lot of creep spread, they can be quite effective against Terran. He's getting that range right away, getting the Carapace for his Zerglings, droning up. In the meantime, BoxeR getting upgrades, getting Thor, and starting his economy out strong. So if we take a look at the income tab, you can see right now IdrA, he does have a better economy at this moment, because he does have a lot more drones than BoxeR has SCVs. Let's take a look there. 45 drones against 34 SCVs, but there are 2 mules out, so that's going to help BoxeR a lot. Now, BoxeR riding a lot of barracks. Looks like he's going to stay on 1 factory. I thought for sure he was going to go for 2. But I'm interested to see what he makes off this factory. He has 1 Thor, and that's great defense against mutas. Just having 1 Thor walking around, it's very hard for Metalisks to do anything. Getting that +1 weapon upgrade as well, it's going to help with Hellions, Siege Tanks, Thors, you name it. And look at that, blue flame already done. So that's going to be a little bit scarier for IdrA. But Hydralisks actually counter Hellions reasonably well, even though they're light units. You know, they are actually quite long-ranged and do a good job, believe it or not. So IdrA, his 3rd base, it is coming up. And it's good timing on that 3rd base, actually. There's nothing BoxeR can really do to attack him, only harassment moves. As you see, here come the Hellions up, but, well, it looks like he has plenty here to stop that. And BoxeR promptly turns around, gets out of there. Smart moves. The +1 Carapace is done for IdrA. And he is droning up like a crazy man right now. 51 drones so far, making a lot more as well. Getting his Baneling Nest, getting his +2 Carapace. And that's pretty cool. Getting his +2 Carapace is so fast is going to be extremely helpful. Zerg is a race that you really want a lot of Carapace with. Look at that. Ends up canceling. Okay. Getting a Roach Warren instead. Pretty interesting. Okay, here come the Blue Hellions. How many drones can he get? 1 going down. 2 going down. I think 3 actually so far. 4. But the Zerglings are here. The Hydras are here. And he may kill some of these, but not as much damage as I think he wanted to do. IdrA gets out of that pretty much unscathed. Still 60 drones against 46 SCVs and several mules. So IdrA's looking pretty good. Now notice this. He's dropping creep at all the expansions. Just keeping an eye on exactly what's going on with BoxeR. Oh, sending a Ling over here, just as I was thinking he should, and another Ling over here. So he's got great vision. Controlling the watchtower is very important on any map. Okay, so now we do have a lot of factories from BoxeR. He's going to be going a full biomech composition, +2 attack for his vehicles. Looks like +2 attack for his infantry as well. And just pumping out a lot of Marines, getting his Marine upgrades, combat shields coming on the way. Already has Stim. So it's going to be Marine, Siege Tank, Thor, and some Hellions mixed in as well. This Overlord going to be able to scout relatively easily. Thor actually doesn't kill Overlords very quickly at all. So actually even gets out of there after seeing all of that. Now IdrA, look at this creep spread. Very nice. You need to do this nowadays as a Zerg player. You're also getting his Overlords spread out. If you look at the mini-map, he has just got stuff everywhere. BoxeR is not going to trick him or surprise him with anything. Now, let's take a look at his tech. He's going up to a Hive, getting his Roach speed upgrade. Still upgrading. Oh, he's also getting ranged attack upgrades for his Hydras and Roach. And a Hydra-Roach composition is going to be pretty decent against this for now, but once BoxeR becomes maxed out with Siege Tanks, IdrA's going to need something more, whether it's Broodlords, whether it's, you know, some Infestors mixed in there can help sometimes, but Ultra's probably a better choice. So I'm excited to see exactly what IdrA wants to do with that, because just Hydra Roach again, it's going to be crushed by mass Siege Tank. So BoxeR, he has a lot of Siege Tanks right now. getting his starport finally. And it looks like he may be moving out here. He hasn't started another command center yet. I think he's just going to want to hit a 2-base timing attack. So let's see here. Once he sees the creep, it's going to get a lot scarier. Once you're on that creep, Zerg sees where you are. He knows exactly what you're doing because of the creep tumors. And, of course, ooh, BoxeR's scanning to remove some of these creep tumors. Realizes he cannot have IdrA having this much creep. He can't even retreat against it. But here IdrA is. Will he be coming down? Nice siege tank placement. He's got his Marines all spread out quite nicely. IdrA with so many units here. And also getting a Spire, as well as Burrow and Burrow movement. So IdrA really investing in his roaches right now. He's got a lot of units here. Let's look at the supplies. IdrA maxed out. BoxeR at 153. And I like this play by BoxeR. Just moving forward calmly, removing creep tumors. He knows that he needs this creep to actually, go up a little bit. He cannot really engage on the creep that easily against IdrA. Now he's leapfrogging the tanks, doesn't want to unsiege everything at once. Throwing a couple siege tanks up on the ledge. And here we go. IdrA running into battle. And the siege tanks look like you're doing a good job. But IdrA just too many units right now. The Stim Marines with +2, making a gigantic difference. And they are just helping to clean up those along with the siege tanks. Fight off IdrA's army. And look at that supply differential. IdrA losing 50 supply there. BoxeR losing only about 20 overall. And now BoxeR abusing some terrain. Very nice BoxeR-esque play, sieging up down here and leaving his Marines on the high ground. So IdrA's going to have to come up here and crush this. The siege tanks, though, could do a lot of damage, but he has a lot of Hydras in here to help hit them. Now, here we go. BoxeR maybe overcommitting up here. Oh, I love this. Bringing the roaches inside. These siege tanks don't hit the clumped up units up here. And so IdrA's going to be able to clean this out relatively easily, but actually a very nice attack by BoxeR. Just this one little flank by IdrA making a huge difference. And IdrA's Hydralists with their great range able to clean up this attack by BoxeR, and IdrA definitely comes out on top there. Now the roaches with their speed, even off creep, able to chase these down quite a bit. But engaging, besides he has to turn around and run. Great upgrades, by the way, right now for both players. +2 carapace, +1 range attack for IdrA. BoxeR at the moment with +2 attack on melee units, or rather not melee, but barracks units, and +2 on factory units. Now, IdrA, he's got his hive up. And let's see what's he making. Ooh, Greater Spire, making a lot of Corruptors. So he's actually going to go for Broodlord instead of Ultralisk, which isn't a bad choice at all. Both of them are very good against mech. Both of them are good against late game Terran overall. And if we look at what BoxeR has over here, he's getting a reactor for his starport. He is going to need a lot of Vikings if he wants to hold this off. Getting +3 attack for his ground vehicles and +3 attack for his ground infantry. So keeping those attack upgrades going. And, that's something very interesting about Terran. They're all ranged units, so you definitely want attack upgrades over armor upgrades in most situations. Of course, Zerg, you have a lot of units you want them to live and be able to engage, so you get the armor upgrades. They're a little bit more important a lot of times. So IdrA right now, he's got this base over here going. This one right here, he's got his Greater Spire up. He's got his Natural, his main basically mined out at this point, and making a lot of Broodlords. 5 of them morphing right now. Now, BoxeR is actually going to be in a lot of trouble. We don't see a lot of anti-air coming from him. In fact, he's making medevacs. So he actually doesn't even know about this Greater Spire. Like, this is actually a really good place for IdrA to put it, because the odds of BoxeR getting anything over here or scanning here, very, very slim. It's way back in Zerg territory, and really with all the creep and Hydras, IdRA's going to intercept anything going over there. And, of course, just a scan there would be quite a waste in a lot of circumstances. Of course, not here as we see, but these Broodlords should catch BoxeR way off guard, and his anti-air consists of a handful of Marines, which is absolutely not going to be enough. The Broodlords can actually sit on the ledge and just take pot shots at everything. BoxeR's going to be in trouble because siege tanks are so terrible against Broodlords. Now BoxeR sees what's happening. What is he going to do to deal with this? Look at this, attacking right into the middle line. Those mules, so many mules are going to be taken out by Broodlings and Tank Splash. And IdrA, BoxeR unsieges. IdrA making the nice push right here. And BoxeR is in a lot of trouble, folks. He does not have anti-air units. Notice more starports being thrown up. He realizes, uh-oh, I need a lot of Vikings. And here we have the Planetary Fortress. trying to fight all this off. The SCVs are repairing, but the Roaches are doing a huge amount of damage there. Now, BoxeR attacking over the side. Realistically, IdrA should be going over with his Broods right now because they are so slow. But, oh, look at this. A lot of Hydras there. He's going to be able to hit him from the high ground. That's going to help a lot. And, oh, BoxeR getting too close to that high ground, not sieging up. And he may be able to take out an expansion over here, but IdRA's got a lot of units coming, and he's going to be able to clean up. BoxeR right now down at only 100 supply. IdrA's still near a max. And look at this, a big flank on BoxeR's army. More Broodlords being made. BoxeR has to GG, and IdrA wins the ladder rematch against BoxeR. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. Yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed.